Alright, we're back. Sand is actually very good if we can draw a threat. So we're on the play again. I think we've been on the play every game in this set, except for maybe the fourth. But I think it's been every every game one. We're just gonna ruin in their way turn two for Mountain, I think. Yes. Alright, go get them. Mountain. Battlefield. Alright. And we're playing a turn for Chandra. Or we're not playing a turn for Chandra because of Transgress the Mind. Oh well. It's fine. We'll draw into something. Yeah, that's obvious. That's the obvious take. Um, just get a red source and then we just play Pilgrimage. In case we draw another green source next turn. Or another green spell. We'll be able to cast Rattleclaw Mystic and that spell. But also, if our opponent has a removal spell, then we wouldn't get to play like a Chandra we drew. So, okay. So we get to ruin for a waste and play this guy face down and pass turn. We are really good on mana. We can cast any big threat we draw except for Ulamog. Alright, Grasp is fine. Opponent's just playing... Oh, that's good. Opponent's probably just playing like a Jeff Hoogland style black-white control deck, which actually seems like a completely fine matchup. Can't cast the Ugin this turn, but we can cast it next turn. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have like a Duress or another Transgress. Seagate Wreckage. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm casting Worldbreaker first. I want to get value out of the Ugin. Do we kill the Wreckage? Isn't going to get online for a while, so we're just going to start attacking their black sources. And hopefully that ends up working. Oh man, they stasis snared it? So now we get to Ugin -3? Ah, so good. I mean, I don't think they had a choice, but so good. Or like if we draw another World Breaker, we get to World Break the Stasis Snare. Well, I'd probably just World Break Caves of Koilos and then Ugin the Stasis Snare. But man. Oh, gotta restart. Sorry about that. Okay. Please don't fail me. Okay. And we're in. Let's see if it returns us to our match. There we go. Playing against Meddling Mage 77. Um, which is not Crispicula, but... Okay, so they just play another caves and pass the turn. Oh, great. It's going to make me restart again. It's disconnected. Please don't disconnect. Okay. We're going to restart it on our own, manually. Because it has decided that it does not want to work. Might be the fault of my internet. Hopefully not, but it's possible. Nope. My internet's fine. Client's being weird. There was a noise. Aha. Oh, wow. We draw another copy of Eugene. Good old Eugene. He's always there for us. Definitely gonna -3 to get back our World Breaker. See if the opponent can deal with everything we're churning out here. It's a lot of high impact stuff. And if they ever kill the World Breaker, like actually send it to the graveyard, we can just buy it back. Okay. So we kill the vampire, attack Sorin to death. And cast a face down Rattleclaw Mystic. Sounds like my cup of tea. Oh wow, that Rattleclaw Mystic was a really timely draw. Ha! Yes! Alright. Opponent concedes. So. Game's gonna be super grindy. We don't want these returns. We don't want these Atarkas. We want pretty much everything else. Ugin is also not great, actually. We want the Conduits. We want the Thought-Knots. We want the Ulamog and the Kozilek. And voila. Ugin's fine, but it's not fantastic. It's only really good against stuff like Gideon or... like Gideon, Sorin, or Stasis Snare. And usually when our opponent is casting Gideon or Sorin, they're either very far behind or very far ahead. So... yeah, Ugin doesn't do a whole lot. We're on the draw. This is actually great. Get a forest. We could ruin in their wake. Drawing the second charger is actually not that bad. Ah. The reason it's not that bad is because if our opponent has Duress or Transgress, we still have a threat. Oh wow. No third land. Well, that's good. So I could play Oath into Rattleclaw face down if I play the Sanctum. Or I can play Oath into... or I can play just Rattleclaw face down. And this Evolving Wilds. And save the Oath. Which I think is what I want to do. being able to get the tapped land out of the way is solid. Oh, and they don't have a removal spell for the Rattleclaw? Wow. Okay, so we're just flipping it and minus 2ing Chandra to kill the Seekers. And they just don't have anything good. That's awesome. Get a forest because we have 2 of these oaths. Damn. Does the explosive veggies change anything? No. Alright, so we have to play the Sanctum, we have to flip up the Rattleclaw. Get to play the Oath, just in case. Finding Conduit's a real good grab, actually. And then Chandra. And even if our opponent gets to kill the Chandra, and we don't draw another land to cast the second one, we can Oath into Explosive Veggies and catch back up with Ramp. It's really good that our opponent missed their land drops. Puts us really far ahead. Or missed one land drop, I guess. Like, they have a significant advantage in life total, but that's doesn't really matter because they're not great at closing the game out quickly, anyways. Gideon's not bad. Alright, let's see what I draw. Evolving Wilds is not what I wanted to draw, but in this case I'm going to Oath first, just so I can check out my options. Looks like it's just lands. We're going to grab the Sanctum. Play the Evolving Wilds. Get a red source. Just gonna plus Chandra and try to kill Gideon. Attack with all creatures at Gideon. They block with the knight and Gideon goes down to 1. And I get to cast this veggies. Get probably 1 forest and 1 waste. Yeah. You know, we want enough green sources, but we also want to leave enough forests in our deck for Nissa's Pilgrimage if we draw it. Opponent gets to kill Chandra, but then our second Chandra kills Gideon, so that's fine. And our life total is basically under very little pressure. Oh, or our second Chandra doesn't kill Gideon. Color spell converted by cost 7 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we draw another land, we can safely conduit into Ulamog, which is absurd. Unless they take conduit, in which case we just get to resolve Chandra. So, okay, they took conduit. They probably have an answer to Chandra then. Oh wow, Thought-Knot's here is real good too. We're 1 mana shy of casting both. Alright, well we're just gonna send both creatures at both at Gideon. Kill it. Hope they don't have another Gideon, because that would be a bit of a problem. Or a way to just straight up kill the Chandra. One more land and they can Blighted Fen. Wow, this match is or this game is actually turning out kind of rough for us. The Transgress and the Gideon were pretty big game. We had let's see what our opponent does. Dark Petition with okay, they're probably just petitioning for a Ruinous Path because they have Spell Mastery. Yes, they do. Okay. Love to rip a World's Breaker to take care of that Blighted Fen. Yep, Ruinous Path. That's fine. Thought Not You. No land. They just have Read the Bones, Sorin, and Stasis Snare. Definitely taking Stasis Snare that now and passing the turn. One more land. Like if they naturally draw land, they can make me sacrifice the Thought Not Seer. Or if they read the bones into something like Grasp or Murderous. Excuse me. Murderous Cut. Oh, they can also just Sorin and +1. And I'm probably. Yeah. Probably obligated to trade and prolong the game. Taking 4 here seems really bad. Especially because they can't kill Sorin on the crackback. That's not an Ulamog. Um. Yeah, I want to fetch. Let me see if the math makes a difference with Sorin tokens. Not with Sorin tokens. 8 and 7 is the same. Yeah. I want to fetch to thin my deck. There's that Read the Bones. Infinite Obliteration. Jeez. What are they naming? Probably Ulamog? What's the chat? Nope. There we go. Sure, what are you naming? Worldbreaker. Worldbreaker's good. If I draw Ulamog or Kozilek, then we're in okay shape, but they get 4 Worldbreakers, so... Alright. Better than a redraw. And we hit a Chandra. Sweet! Okay. +1. Kill the Sorin. And then we can untap, draw a card. If it's not something we want, we can activate Chandra 0. And try to draw into something we want. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have something crazy. All their discard spells they draw into are dead. Because I'm empty-handed and I'm playing everything I draw. attacked me. Alright, we're gonna 0. Really? Okay, well, it's fine. Attack me again. Seeker of the Way might be... Alright, so if I 0 and don't hit anything, I'm just dead. I want to -2 to kill everything. And then, no point in playing these lands. They'll just stay in my hand when I 0 next turn. Wah wah. Swing and a miss. Last card in my opponent's hand is probably a land. I don't even want to cast this Thought-Knot Seer. Because it lets them activate the Blighted Fen and draw a card. The amount of cards in my deck are probably the constricting factor on how quickly I need to end this game. Okay. They just throw 2 cards at it, and then they can activate Seagate Wreckage now. So that wasn't bad for them, per se. Interesting. So I can Conduit, then 0 Chandra, and draw into what I Conduit. But how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so 4, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I can't actually Conduit for something that I really care about. Just because I'll only have 14 mana. Wait, no, hang on. Yeah, 14. So we're just gonna plus Chandra and cast Conduit. Like if I might have conduited into a World Breaker, but at this point, no. I'm just gonna grab. Do I want Kozilek or do I want Ulamog? I have to be careful of the cards in my library. So I think I just grab Ulamog. And then I can chain Ulamogs with Sanctum of Ugin. And that'll be enough to win. So I'm not gonna... See, I've shifted into offensive mode, so I'm not going to be zeroing Chandra. Alright, Shambling Vent. They get to activate the Blighted Fen. Yeah. So activate the Blighted Fen, make me sacrifice the Conduit. And then I get to... Oh, wow. Last card's a Gideon. Jeez. That might be frustrating. We'll see. They get to activate Seagate Wreckage now? Okay, so... We get to Ulamog. 1, 2... Oh, right, and Conduit makes it cheaper. We get to exile Blighted Fen and the Knight Ally. No, okay, so we exile Blighted Fen and Shambling Vent. I'm trying really hard not to die here. And then we go get Ulamog and don't sacrifice the Sanctum. We exile those two, and then we -2 the Chandra. And attack Gideon with the Conduit. And then that lets us put our opponent to 0 threats. And we're still set up to not necessarily win next turn, but come very close. Alright, they have another Gideon, which is fine. Activating Seagate Wreckage. Alright. Rattleclaw Mystic is a solid draw. So I can Chandra -2 again. Actually, I can Chandra... Yeah, no. Chandra -2 is fine. Alright. Attack Gideon, attack my opponent, exile top 20 cards. Second main, cast the second Ulamog. Get rid of Shambling Event and Seagate Wreckage. Search for Kozilek. Keep the untapped Ulamog. Cast face down. And we are golden. Think our opponent has 0 ways to win. Yes. Got there! Woo! Alright. Check the article for my wrap-up, and thanks for watching, guys.